Well, it's Oops the podcast. We want to hear about your mistakes and your failures and your fuck ups.
Yeah, I'd say probably starting to drink at 13. Probably a big mistake.
Really?
At the time.
What is that? 8th grade? 7th grade?
Grade 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grade 8. We were I was at a friend's house, man, and we were babysitting this kid, like his niece or something. And he's like, "Oh man, look, they got Crown Royal here." And we drank and then fucking biked. Didn't even care about a kid. I mean, I don't know. Anything could happen to this child that we were supposed to be babysitting.
Did you just leave the kid?
Yeah. We got drunk on Crown Royal in Kahlua and biked around like in the streets. I drank for pretty hard from like 13 to 19. I had an ulcer when I was 15 and shit, and like I had to take these giant pills.
Jesus.
Yeah, man. So I'd say that was a mistake. You know what I mean? Drinking that young. When was the last time you looked at a 13-year-old?
It's a great question.
It's a trick question.
It is.
I
Yeah.
think
This
I
is being
saw one-
recorded.
Probably
This is being
someone-
recorded.
Probably someone recently, like
And
in
this
the
seems
last.
like a block where Epstein might have lived.
Yeah. I probably a couple weeks ago I saw one. I probably talked to one maybe.
Talk to one.
I might have talked to one. Yeah.
Okay, so but anyways, you see a 13-year-old and you don't look at them and go, "Wow, they need alcohol." Like when I see, it's wild to me now to see a child, right? They're children, and I go, "Holy fuck, this is how old I was when I started drinking."
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'd say that was a mistake. You know, it was a mistake. Lots of things. Like I said, dropped out of school at one point in time. I was taking these giant pills.
Were you drinking more while you were no longer attending school? Is this all correlated?
Kind of like a little bit.
When did you drop out of school?
Grade 11, middle of grade 11.
Why?
Went back.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I was drinking at 13, dude. Francis, it was all hell. You know what I mean? I was a goddamn dog worker, for fuck's sake. Pounding cigarettes?
For real?
No. I'm saying I'm drinking like one. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I was like, school's garbage. And I just I stopped going for like, half a year. But I got a job and stuff.
What was the job?
In that time, buddy, I was working at, do you guys know what A&W is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Get out.
What made you decide to cut back on the drinking?
Well, a lot of 16-year-olds, they don't like it when their adult male boyfriend is drunk all the time. You know, like I can't show up to a high school loaded out of my mind to pick up my daughter bride wife,
the girl of your dreams.
So gross. I mean, I drank hard for years and years and years, and then you're just like, well, I've done this kind of thing, and also as stupid as it sounds, comedy, man. I kind of I moved to Toronto and really just started focusing on comedy. One of the huge reasons I stopped drinking, actually, here's a mistake, big mistake. I drove drunk, and so I ran into a friend at a bar downtown, not the lower deck.
Not in the car, right?
No, I ran him over. I killed a friend. I did like 7-8 years. Chino, just like saying that. No, I met a guy at a bar that I worked with, and he was drunk out of his mind. But I really wanted my car. I just wanted my fucking car. So I was like, buddy, I'll drive you home, okay? I get to my car and I put my hand on the door, and I'm like, I'm like, there's no way. He goes, I'll drive. I look at him. He's laying on the hood of my car.
Oh.
He goes, I'll drive, dude. I go, no, man, it's fine. Just get in the car. This is all I remember from this night. I closed my door. The next thing I remember is closing the door on the outside when I was home. I don't remember dropping him off. I don't remember any of that fucking drive.
Oof.
I never saw that man again.
Ever?
Never saw him again. Seth. Don't know what fucking happened to him. I worked with him at a thing. We ran into each other. I have no idea what happened with that guy. And I went in home and I was like, I could have murdered everybody.
Yeah.
I could have killed so many people, let alone myself.
Right.
And I was like, that's, shutting it down.
Yeah.